Hello, CFA Nation, Gabe, and I'm here today to bring you another installment of R3 Wickets. All right, we got KKR here versus my CSK. Actually, it's both my CSK versus KKR. CSK, as you guys know, that's the wife, and KKR is the mistress, man. Two of my favorite squads going up head to head. And dare I say, this is probably the most exciting game of the year thus far. I really didn't know what was going to happen till the very end of the game. It literally came down to that last, well, almost the last over. And man, it was so crazy to me. KKR came up just short. I'm happy though, because I'm rocking with CSK now 3-1, and they're towards the top, I should say, of the points table. Of course, RCB's undefeated, so we'll see what happened with RCB. But guys, with that being said, man, I'm so excited for this game to just review it. Let's just go ahead and dive into it right now. CSK, what did I like? I'm going to start off with CSK's batting showed up today. They came to rock, all right? Only 4 batsmen needed in this contest to put up a total of 220. You heard correct, 220. Gaikwad, 64 for 42, 152 strike rate. Faf, 95 for 60, 158 strike rate. Got out almost a century, but good on you, kid. Moeen Ali, 25 off 12. That's a 200 strike rate, all right? Actually, 208. And Dhoni put himself in at 4. I love seeing this move. 17, 212 strike rate. I mean, these guys were not messing around. They were putting up the runs quickly. Really, nobody else was needed, all right? Nobody else was needed. I mean, Reina, who we'll talk about him later, didn't even get a chance to bat, had very little impact on the game, but I love the batting from CSK. I also love the bowling, okay? Once again, Dhoni's decision to use Chahar early on, use them up right in the beginning of the power play, 4 for 29, 4 wickets, a 720 economy rate. That set the tone. That literally set the tone for this game. And then, of course, added to the side, everybody was like, Gabe, why are you calling from? Because I know we need some pace. Luingingiri, 4 for 28, 3 wickets, 7 economy rate. These guys combined for 7 of the wickets that fell. 7 of them. And they did a masterful job. They did a masterful job for CSK. Man, I'm so glad to have Ngidi back with his pace, all right? Now, I will say it wasn't a flawless victory, though. And right now, I'm going to get to what I disliked on the CSK side. Sam Curran, although I've said many times he's one of the best players for CSK, he was their best player last year. Today, he got absolutely pumped. 4 for 58. Hootie! Oh my gosh. 1450 economy rate. At least he got a wicket to salvage it, but it was ugly. And Takor. This guy is expensive. He never goes out and has a clean one. He never goes out. I can't remember the last time Sam Curran got pumped. But the core, 3 overs, 3.1 overs, 48 runs, 15-20 economy rate. It was horrid. It was absolutely atrocious. You know what? He gets an honorary Hootie because that was trash. Oh, the core. And I mean, at the time I was on break, I went in Ozjaw's chat. I'm like, no, they got no one else who could bowl. But luckily, they were able to get the run out at the end and stave off what would have been an unbelievable comeback by KKR. What did I learn? I learned first and foremost that I was wrong. First and foremost, Dhoni is masterful as a captain. Once again, using his bowling, and I agreed with what he did last time. You know, bowled out Chahar early, did it the same thing this time, get those wickets early, and it's proved to be a successful formula. But what I was wrong about was Gaikwad. I was saying Gaikwad needs to get dropped, all right? Gaikwad either needs to get dropped from the side or at least dropped in the batting order, but Dhoni stuck with him, and Gaikwad rewarded his faith with 64 off of 42. And I figured that he wouldn't get dropped. I mean, the guy, again, in 6 games last year scored 200 runs. So Dhoni knows there's talent there. But I'm so impatient, I wouldn't keep with the side. And what I learned is you've got to have a little bit of patience. Dhoni knows what he's doing. So I just need to relax and chill. That's hard for me to do. On to Kolkata. Now, KKR I got to say, I'm going to start too with what I liked. This is the Andre Russell we've all been waiting for. I haven't seen this Andre Russell since last year. 54 off 22, 245 strike rate. I repeat, 245 strike rate. This guy went bananas. And he got bowled out by Sam Curran, which is why I'm like not killing Curran as much because at least he got a huge This guy wicket. Got bowled out, all right, by Sam Curran, which was a huge wicket. If he had stayed there to the end, I honestly think KKR comes back and wins this game because the performance, and we'll talk about it later on, between Patty Cummins and DK was masterful. And that partnership, when 5 wickets fell early, super early for KKR, all right, DK, the former captain, and Andre Russell came out and they banged. These guys collectively put up almost 100 runs, 54 for Russell, 40 for DK, 166 strike rate for DK. They literally went in and salvaged this game because it was looking ugly. I mean, really ugly. I thought this thing would be over in the 14th, 15th over. But no, they went, they battled, and they performed admirably. All right. Again, Patty Cummins was fabulous today. 66. He was the leading scorer, guys. 66 runs, 194 strike rate. Patty Cummins almost won this game. Honestly. It came down to be the last over so close. Patty Cummins almost won this game. This is why Patty Cummins is so highly touted, because although he's a bowler, he can help you out with the bat. He's done it before. He's not a proper all-rounder, but I'm telling you, he's the next best thing. And Patty Cummins today was the best a man could be with the bat. Next, what else did I like? Sunil Narayan. Finally, they bring him back into the side. 4 for 34 with the new action. 1 wicket. Had this lowest economy rate on his team, combined with Chakravarti, second lowest economy rate on his team, combined with Chakravarti, who had a 4 for 27 with a wicket as well. And that was it, because everyone else, and we'll talk about that, got absolutely pumped. And that's what I disliked. I'm going to give it to you right now. The rest of the bowlers for KKR had no idea what to do. Everyone got pumped. When I say everyone got pumped. Patty Cummins, he giveth and he taketh away. He gave us with the bat, but he needed to do that because he took away with the ball. He got pumped for a total of, 58 runs. Hootie! Oh, gosh, it was disgusting. Wow, what a terrible performance. He got pumped, not even a wicket. At least Sam Curran's got a wicket with his 58, but Patty Cummins couldn't even get a wicket. Also, all right, Pradesh, 49 runs. I'm going to give you an honorary Hootie for that. That's too close to the Hootie line. Hootie! Those two guys alone gave up a buck. What is that? 107 runs? Are you kidding me? It was absolutely atrocious. All their bowlers outside of Sunil Narayan and Chakravarti were absolutely horrible. Even Russell got pumped today. Now, what else did I dislike? The batting collapse, guys. This batting collapse was atrocious. Shubman Gill either needs to be dropped in the order or something, because he's been bad so far all season. Today, out on a duck. When your team needs you, when you know you got to chase a big total of 220, out on a duck. Unacceptable. That's absolutely terrible. And it wasn't just him. The entire top order. 9, a duck. 8, that was for Chakravarti. Morgan, 7. Sunil Narayan, 4. It was a terrible. The top guy of the top 5 was Nitish Rana with 9. It was absolutely disgusting. Guys, I can't make it up. They had no idea what to do with it. They were 31 for 5. 31 for 5. I repeat, they lost 5 wickets in the power play. 5 wickets in the power play. Good job, Dhoni. Dhoni did his job. He put Chahar out there, and Chahar absolutely carved these guys up. Wow. That batting collapse, they got to do something. I was listening to the broadcast, and the dugouts review said maybe it's time to flip the order. Put Patty Cummins and Andre Russell at the top, because this top order is actually batting like they're the tail enders. That's how ugly it is. Ugly. And as somebody who roots for KKR, something's got to change. I know you don't want to continue making changes, but honestly, even though they had 4 changes, you know what they haven't changed? They haven't changed Owen Morgan, who's been struggling this year. He had only one time where he got out of double digits. He had a 29, and Shubman Gill has been absolutely putrid up there. Horrible. Absolutely horrible. What did I learn, guys? From the KKR side, KKR is absolutely struggling with their identity. They don't know the team they want to be. And right now, I don't know if they have what it takes to move forward. This was Nick's pick, I think, to win it all. I'm pretty sure it was. And although they've got the talent, you can see where they don't know what to do. There's no reason. Andre Russell, again, came in at 7. Now, granted, he came in so early, he might as well have come in at 3 or 4. But why do you continue to bat him so low? He showed you today what he could do when you give him plenty of balls. And he said this year, I should say, that part of the reason he struggled last year was because he didn't see enough balls. Why do they continue to bat him at 7? I do not understand. Maybe it is time to flip this roster and start off with maybe an Atish Rana, and then, I don't know, throwing a Sunil Narayan up there. They had that experiment last year. Maybe go ahead and put in Chapati, or even if you like, put in Shubman Gill at 3. But you got to give Andre Russell 4. He better not bat below 4. He better not bat below 4, guys. That's all I'm saying. With that being said, guys, it's time for what everyone comes for, the Mush Picks. That's right. Who went to Mount Mushmore today? Of course, I'm eating crow because my fantasy captain, the guy I picked to perform, was Mr. IPL himself. So this Shriner, he didn't even bat. I think his contribution to the game was a drop, okay? Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? Oh, you can't make it up. I mushed Reina. Sorry, Reina. Unfortunately, you weren't able to do it. So for the next game, who do I think is going to go ahead and be that fantasy contributor, that guy that's going to be the X factor? And for me, it's going to be RCB's Big Show. That's right, Glenn Maxwell, the Big Show, been the number 1 all-rounder so far this year. Same stadium, all right? We're in Lukandi still, and I expect big things from Glenn Maxwell tomorrow. Big things, all right? I expect this to be another 200 score. I mean, right now, Rajasthan Royals are reeling. They don't have an identity. They're down to Ben Stokes. They're down to Jafar Archer. They're just in a position right now where they're struggling. You know, they could use a Steve Smith right about now, who they let go, or Otapa, who they traded. But I just don't see them beating RCB. I think RCB is going to win this game, and it's going to come behind a couple huge performances. The biggest performance, in my opinion, going to be coming from one, Mr. Glenn Maxwell, the Big Show. Hopefully they put him in there at 3 or 4. Coley continues to use him as he has, and hopefully he gets some wickets as well. Well, that is all for me today, guys. That is all for me today, guys. Hopefully, let me know your thoughts on the game. Let me know in the comments below where I messed up. And, as usual, that's 6 runs.